Hey guys, how's it going? So I hope you're having a good day today, and I hope all is going well with you. So for today's video, we're going to talk about sort of about a station stunt, but sort of about, I guess, just for fun, my idea of if I were to do a station stunt. Now, if you don't know what stunting is, that's something a station typically does when they're going to change format. And they sometimes they'll play like the same song over and over again. Sometimes they'll play sound effects, like themes from TV shows or movies, speeches from maybe famous people or something like that. But the best one that I like is like having somebody like take over the station and just having some fun with it. I'll give you an example of this. One example was in Detroit in late 1992, and I talked about this in the history of 99.5 FM Detroit in a video I did some time ago about how they ended the CHR format, which was called the Fox, and they had a fictitious character on the air who went by the name of Cowboy Hugh Chardon, and they were playing Friends in Low Places by Garth Brooks over and over, and he kept claiming it was for his friend Bobby Stalls in Birmingham. And people were calling up, Cowboy Hugh wanted people's input of how they should kill the fox off, and people were calling in, and it was partly funny, but some of it was a little gruesome, to be honest with you. But it made for really good radio, and the stunt lasted a handful of hours, and then it went right into a countdown clock, which lasted a number of days. And then they switched to these tracks called Goofy Loops, where they were playing these comedy tracks. And then it eventually went into the new format. But one that I was listening to the other day was one from the late 2000s. And that was when 101.5 Free FM KZON Phoenix, Arizona became 101.5 Jams. So what happened was around this time, CBS was starting to phase out their hot talk stations. Most of them went by the name Free FM. Like 92.3 in New York City flipped back to K-Rock. 97.1 in Detroit around this time flipped to sports. So it wasn't long until KZON was likely to switch formats, as CBS was phasing out the Free FM name and the ratings weren't very good. So what happened over at 101.5 was, I believe it was after the Tom Leykis show, the station went in the stunt mode. This individual, and I don't know if this was his real name or not, or if it was a persona he made up, but this quote-unquote intern named Ronaldo locked himself in the studio, and the station was going by Free Paris, as in Paris Hilton, that Paris Hilton was in jail, and he was trying to enact like a petition and trying his best to get Paris Hilton out of jail, and he was taking phone calls and everything like that, and he had a very flamboyant personality. And as the stunt was coming to an end, it was clear that Paris wasn't going to get out of jail. And he says, "Paris, honey, I tried. I did all this stuff. I bought all this stuff for you, and it's just not going to happen." And they played a song, and he was all upset. "I tried, honey. I really tried." And then he goes into this diatribe, and they just cut him right off. And the station goes into silence. And then after about a minute later, the new format launched. So that was kind of funny. There was a station in Cincinnati, and it was on it was 97.3. 97.3's oldies station was about to flip to a new format. And kind of the same kind of story. An intern had locked himself in the studio at 97.3 and played Ball with the Ball by Kid Rock and would not stop playing the song until a new rock station was promised to replace the old format. The station actually did flip to a harder-edged alternative as 97.3 Channel Z. But it was kind of a funny stunt nevertheless. Now, if I was going to do some kind of format or some sort of stunt like that, I would kind of do the same thing. And you can pick your city or whatever. You could say, for example, hey, this is Radio Free 92.1, and you'd have somebody calling, man, where's the X and where's the music? X ain't here anymore. He went to go be a porn star. And, I was looking to see what happened to the other occupants that used to occupy this frequency before X. Mix got all mixed up somewhere. I don't know where they went. Oldies 92.1, I think they went to join a hippie commune or something. The Sports Fan, I don't know. They struck out. I don't know. They got kicked out of the league. I don't really know what happened to them. Classic rock, I think he blew his face off from all the noise or something. I don't know. I don't know where any of these guys went, and I don't know where X went. But you have me now, and this is Radio Free, and this is the new station. This is how it's going to be. It's going to be me all the time and playing the music that I want. Or me just talking about nonsense. Something like that, like taking callers, playing just miscellaneous music, like from all different genres. Oh yeah, I like that song. That was Metallica, For Whom the Bell Tolls. I want to hear Celine Dion now. And then, I don't know, let's play Radiohead. And, have the stunt go on for maybe about 5 or 6 hours or something like that, and then launch the new format. But just to mess with people's heads and just to kind of goof around and everything like that. And, that's kind of what makes things kind of fun and everything. So I think that's actually the best kind of stunt. And, maybe you could stunt for another hour or two with cat sound effects, like cats meowing and purring and stuff like that. That might be kind of fun. So what do you guys think? What is your favorite radio station stunt of all time? What would you do? I'm curious to know. Well, guys, that's going to do it for me. I want to thank you so much for watching. Be sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. And as always, guys, have a great rest of your day.